Tubes all test good. Okay, what I just did, I changed this to a 220K. Actually reads about 240. I'm just basically using it for a mounting bracket. I left the 47K because it was too much hassle and it would cause too much damage. I'm going to turn this thing back on. We're losing daylight, so I thought it would be a good time to try this one more time. So it's still June 6th, 2025, Oranger Beginner's Corner. We're going to try this and see what happens here. Let me plug it in here. Got this hooked up. I got that 150K separating that 64. So let's see what happens here. Tube's lighting up. That's that noisy radio. So we don't even have two. Let me see. So now when I pull back on this with the 220K, apparently it's actually 240K, but now I can pull my amperage back down to 1 amp. Or I mean so I can pull it way back to there, so that's going to run cold. So now I can put it up kind of slowly. Gets a little faster here, so I can get her at 20 milliamps. Or 12. I think the lowest I can go is 12, which is fine. Let's see how much negative I can go here. So, I mean less negative. This is going towards positive, putting the control grid towards positive. We don't want to go, it'll red plate there. We'll keep it at 220 and try the input. So we got pretty good amplification. If I get too close to this, I got to get that capacitor in there. I think that's what it is. It seems like it. I got the 150K here. I want to get some voltages here, like the plate voltage of this one. I don't know if I need the cathode voltage. So we'll get the 64 in right now. 20 meters oscillator. I do have that. That'll get permanently soldered someplace. And a 0.00 something going from here to ground. Maybe to the tube socket. See what happens here now. Sounds stereo. There's a delay. So when this one goes off, the 2 meters has a delay. It's like, could be like a slap echo. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect this. We should have a dummy load there. I'm gonna do a tune job here, see if I can tune it in any better. Pull back on the RF gain a little bit. That's my antenna. I meant to put a capacitor there. I was going to. Let's hook this back up, get the delay. It's an interesting sound. Just a little bit of delay sounds good. Gives you like a stereo separation sound. Except for this is a little too loud at this end. If I pull back on the RF, I'll give it a little more volume. That's still too loud. There. So that sounds pretty good right there. Keep it about 20 milliamps, not 40. The tube will probably last a lot longer. So we're going to try to get some of these voltages. That baby's hot. That's got to go to a 1 watt. That son of a gun is hot. Or put it up to a 220K. Something here. These are green and blue. 4.7 meg, 10 meg style stuff. This is ends with a yellow. These end with an orange. These end with a red. These end with brown. These end with black and gold and dirt silver and gold. These again are stuff like this. It's just whatever. So we got a looking for what a 220K. I'm not seeing one. I'm pretty sure I have one floating around someplace. I don't know what I'm doing here. Doing something with this. Well, I don't see one. So it's going to smoke this resistor. That's pretty hot. I don't know why the 64. Maybe I should go up to a 330K if I have one. If I could score one of those at 2 watts. Anyways. Sounds pretty good. No 60 cycle hum, so I don't think there's any ripple in the negative power supply. No ripple in the high voltage power supply. I said that green resistor, one of these were on each side of the green resistor. No, that's a lie. It's the 4.7K down there. This green resistor was just used as a mount. The 4.7K one is on each side of that 4.7K. I have to have some more dropping resistors as we go towards something. Nothing, I guess, because this has to be modulated. So this is what it's going to be. So I'll just have to... it sounds pretty clean. Turn it up all the way. It is all the way. So this would be plenty loud for, if I was to shut this thing off here, I think there's a standby right here. If I was to put that on standby, that's how loud it is. That's annoyance from this thing. I gotta figure out what's wrong with it. Now we'll hear nothing. Now I'll turn this back on. Come through the radio. I don't know what's wrong with it. It seems to be after the volume. Gets louder with this turned up though. I don't know where it's at. I'd have to get a signal tracer and listen. Try to figure that out. So, here we are. I shouldn't be doing that without a load on here. So I think I'll just put this on pause and get some voltages, and I want to measure the ohms where this is. I don't think it's very much. I think it's going to be around 10K, if that. But I raised this up because this was at 0 ohms, and I was just barely getting 20 milliamps. I think I was a little higher than 20 milliamps, and I wanted to be able to pull back on it more. So I changed this to that 220, but actually the 220K reads 240. So that's fine with me because it's basically a mounting bracket to keep things steady as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it changes the value somewhat, so, but this would cover it anyways. But okay, we'll just see what it does here. So if I have this with the 220K, before I think it only went like to maybe here at the lowest, just right around the 2. Might have been right on the 2. So now I can drop it down to here. In case it seems like if it starts eating tubes or something, I can pull it all the way back, and then, you know, obviously I can go above, which I don't need. That's going more towards DC volts. Positive direction. This is more negative voltage on the control grid. So I'll leave it just a shy of the 20 milliamps. I'm just going to leave it just a little tad shy and see how it works. Works pretty good as far as I'm concerned. See, that'll drive it up to 4 amps anyways. You wouldn't listen to it that loud, it'd be distorting, but if you're running a guitar through it, distortion. So we'll just leave it like this and get the values. I'll pause it and get all the voltage values and the resistance that I have in here, and try to write them down here, and then I'll pretty much be done with this section of it. Get this permanently mounted with a higher value and 2 watts, 5 watts or something. I'll pause it here. Yeah. So as I'm checking voltages here, this come out to a 33K, which would be a half watt from here to there. Right here came to negative 55.6 volts at this point here, the 220K and the 330K. At the control grid was negative 54 volts, and the cathode 4 volts. The plate on the other side on the red wire of the output transformer is 399 volts. I don't know if I need to measure that. I could. I don't know if I have a voltage here. That has changed to a 240K. 240K is what it actually reads. Something like that. It says it's a 220K resistor, but it doesn't read that. It reads 240. I'll check the voltage here. It's the blue wire. We're getting negative 63 volts, I guess. Negative 64 volts. Or was that right here? Corrupted. 64 volts. I can check the AC voltage here. I want 200 volts AC, which is right where? Right here. Right at the diode. AC 81 volts. Oops. I can't do it through the viewfinder. Just ain't working. So we got 81 volts there of AC. We got negative 64 there, negative 55 there with a, this will be, I'll put a 33K resistor there. Or a smidge higher. 33Ks, I got those. Otherwise we'd have to get up to 447K. I think. Unless if I want to go to the Chinese ones. But I want to stay with the old-fashioned style resistors. So it would either be a 33 or 47K, which I'd rather stick with the 33K. I got, like I say, this one here. This one here. So what do we got here right now? Right now we got, this one here is a 100K. And this one, right now, I have, what is it? Well, that's the, it's a 47K. And this went up to a 220K, 240K actually, so we'll just do that. That's going to stay at 30, that'll be a 33K instead of this. This will stay the 220K, and I think that actually measured 220K. So we got the negative 55. We got 10 microfarads at 150 volts. We got the 22 at 350 volts. We got this still happening, and 4 volts there, negative 54 volts there. I think that tube is running fine. So I can hear it. Sounds kind of like stereo to me, from between here and there. Except for I don't think my radio's working. My radio's pooping out on me. You have to see where the interruption is in the radio. So this seems to be working fine. I still got to work on the FM, see if I can put that on there and get about a 220K. at 2 watts or better, because this baby gets really hot. I didn't think it would get that hot. It's really hot. That's 150K right now. I don't think it's going to matter what I change it to. And it doesn't seem to be red plating. I'll shut the lights out here and see what happens. I disconnected this because I had to use the test leads. All my test leads are breaking. Gotta start. Still got another set of brand new ones, but I was trying to hold off on them. Just keep repairing the old ones. I got some other ones, so I will shut the lights out and see what the tubes look like. I do not see any red plating. That bluish crap, that's just distortion or something. So the left side, where's my finger? The left side is the preamp, the right side is the audio output side. 6C4. Looks good. Very good. See how hot she gets. She's not getting that hot. I can hang on to the 6C4, so I don't know why this 150K is so hot. It's cold as hell. I should get the voltage checks on it. I will. When you see this, you know there's heaven. When you pass on, there's going to be heaven for those that do not sin too badly. I'm going to turn the automatic gain control on here and see if that silence that noise. Automatic volume control. Nope, doesn't matter. I checked the tubes. Tubes seem to be all good. I'll check them again. Back on, here's the 6C4. See if I can figure it out here. No, that cathode ain't just like this. The cathode has that coil and stuff. That's not what the cathode's like. The grid, what the heck is it like? Well, what am I measuring? Where's my meter? Just sitting here, okay. It has up to 2 volts phantom volts, and this is just laying. That's just what's going through the air, I guess. It's on AC, and it's just like floating around, saying 2 point something, and Okay, we'll go for DC volts and get up to here. Hook up to the plate, which is this is my antenna. It's about 1 foot long, somewhat. Oh, look at that. That can almost short out. That's not a good sign. No, maybe that's why it's so hard on the damn 650K. That's leaning up, shorting out. I could hamper my transmitting power. There, now I got better power. Yeah, that's hampering my power. I don't want to get too close this way. I don't want the wires to break on the RC choke. I'll have to get a capacitor on there or I'm doing harm to my system. There, it transmits better. Way better. Well, now this thing might cool down. Hopefully it will. Okay, this is negative. I'm running out of these things. I don't know why I'm getting weird colors, yellow and white, and I gotta start using colors that mean something. So I was gonna get a plate voltage. Well, I can just get it from my antenna lead. Because we got no protection here. Got high voltage here. We got... That's it? 43 volts? Wow. I'll go to 75K here. I'm going to go to 75K here. I'm going to dig out a 75K. I need more voltage than that. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I'll pause it here. Back on here. I found a 56K. I got a 47K here too. I'll try a 56K. I haven't used one of those yet. So we get 82 volts now. I don't hear it though. Probably change frequencies. Let's disconnect this and see if it changed frequencies. Probably did. Yeah, it went up frequency a little bit here now. Yeah, I think I like that better. I just heard a noise. I hope somebody ain't breaking in. Hate to have to defend myself. Okay, let's look at this antenna again. 71 volts. What should it be? Man. We'll leave it at this. 72 volts is good. See how warm she gets. Now it's making these noises again. To 150K, it didn't do that. You didn't get those harmonics. Uh-oh. No voltage? The tube was cockeyed. 71 volts. I think that's good. I'll leave it like that. That's if I decide I want to go down to a 47K. I wonder how far it'll transmit. We don't want to be illegal. I'll leave it at 56K, I think, and I don't think we're illegal. I'll shorten the antenna. Put that at 33K in there. I guess I'm about done. I'm out of time. This is Orange Beginner's Corner on the side. 1682 desk. Signing off one more time on this is June, what was it, the 8th? The 8th, I think, 2025. This is it.